Painted fiberglass pool update needed. Hello, 20-year-old fiberglass pool. About 5 to 7 years ago, we had it painted due to the fiberglass fading. Underwater is a bit chalky, but the problem is with above the water and coping, visible edge. We have an electric cover with tracking exposed on top of the pool deck. I would somehow like to fix the chipping of paint showing on all the edges out of the water, and due to the mark of the water line, install tile border at the water line. Is this possible? Any idea how much it would cost? And is there any way your company could do it south of Indianapolis, Indiana? If not, how would we find somebody?
Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Let's start there. If you were to install a tile on the pool, what I would highly recommend is remove the paint first, because it's a much better adhesion, because the tile is literally caulked or glued onto the fiberglass surface. It's not cemented in, it's glued in. And if you have fiberglass, gel coat, paint, glue, and then tile, the fail point is going to be between the paint and the glue. So what I would do is remove all of the paint on the top section of the pool, and then using a good marine grade silicone, we use a product called 801 by Boss to adhere the tile to the pool. It's certainly possible to do. What you're going to want to concern yourself with a little bit though is the top edge of the tile. When the pool comes over the top, is that you've got to make sure that that tile isn't sticking out very far, because your cover rubs right along that edge. So if you do a tile line, what I'm going to suggest is drop the tile line so the tile is lower. Then you'll have a little bit of the round of the coping of the pool, so that when that cover pulls over, it doesn't snag on the tile itself. Otherwise, you'll wear your cover out really quick. You'll not likely tear the tile off, you'll likely wear your cover out. And then at that point, then repaint from the tile line back up over the top of the coping of the pool. Cost wise, I imagine you're in the $5,000 to $6,000 range probably by the time you do the prep work and you install the tile, and then you do the touch of paint and stuff. I'm guessing if it were something we were doing, I'm guessing it'd be in the $5,000 or $6,000 range. Now, unfortunately, it's not something that I can help you with, because we do not travel that far for service work and renovation types of things. But what I would do is start researching on the internet, local companies, and you're looking for a local company. Here's the beauty of the internet today. You can look for companies online that present themselves in a way. To me, this would be a company who's a little quirky, a little edgy, willing to do stuff, willing to try things, not a really standard, stodgy style company, because most of them won't touch this. They won't get anywhere close. Not likely your average fiberglass pool installer. Most of those guys really just want to throw a pool in the ground and move to the next one. And I say that flippantly, but it's kind of true. Most guys installing fiberglass are really just interested in installing the next one. So as soon as they're done with this one, they want to go to the next one. There's very few companies in that arena that want to take the time to look at what the next level would be and come back and service a pool like that. So I would recommend a little bit of a quirky company, probably working directly with an owner or someone that you can explain the vision, instead of just having a salesman sell it to you and then try to send some guys to install it. This would be something you want to finesse a little bit. You want to make sure that you do this right, because you run the risk of damaging a cover, which is expensive, and then you also run the risk of it not being done right. The big thing in this case is you have to use the level of the water, you have to set the water level in the pool exactly right for the bottom of your tile, so that the pool is level. You can't count on the coping or the height to the top of the pool, because most fiberglass pools are out of level a little bit, just by virtue of trying to level something really big like that. By one end to the other end, you might be an inch and a half out of level, or side to side. You have to use the water line itself. So you drain the water down to exactly the level that you want the bottom of the tile, and that's where you mark your line. install your tile, and then, but again, I'm going to suggest you drop the tile a little bit so that the round edge of the pool coping is still available for the cover to ride on. So hopefully that helps. That should give you a whole bunch of places to start and think about what to do. And it would certainly help you with that scum line, that fade line between what's chalking underneath and the brighter color that's above. That would certainly clean that up, and it'll give your pool a whole new look for sure.